Do you really think that the most successful people we know nowadays, so Alex Hormozi, Sam Ovens, Charlie Morgan, Brian Tracy, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, do you think they lived a balanced life when they were on the come up? Do you think they spent 2 hours working a day, 2 hours in the gym, an hour running, 2 hours with family, an hour eating? Do you think they did that? Do you think they managed to achieve the success that they have achieved through balance? No, of course they haven't. They dedicated 90% of their time to business. Right, 90% of their time to business for an extremely long time period. And obviously, it's brought results into their life. It's brought fucking huge results into their life. Results that we'd all dream of. But the only way they got there in a fairly quick time is through a life of essentialism. Now, essentialism, effectively what it is putting 90% of your time, or direct tunnel focus, majority of your energy and time is spent on one goal, and one goal only. Now, for people like me and you, right now, that should be money, alright? We should put 90% of our energy and time into money. We don't have the time to be going and spending 2 hours with our mates every single day, or 2 hours in the gym working out when you could have done the workout in half an hour. You need to live a life of essentialism. If you want to get to your goals as quick as possible, if you want to do 6 months worth of work and get 6 months worth of results in 1 month, you need to just lock in. It's like going monk mode. Everyone says, oh yeah, monk mode isn't healthy. Might not be healthy, but the results you get after it, it's fucking insane, bro. You spend a month or 2 months of your life just locked in, working. You wake up, you shower, you have a coffee, you work, you go to the gym, you eat, you sleep, and you repeat for a long period of time. Your goals are going to come way quicker than you could have expected. But look at the entrepreneur who lives a balanced life. He spends 20% of his time working, he spends 20% of his time with family, spends 20% of his time in the gym, spends 20% of his time eating, spends 20% of his time reading. But his main goal, the one thing that he wants to achieve right now, is to get to 10k a month. It's going to take him ages, bro, because only 20% of his time is spent working, and obviously the only thing that brings you real results is work. But then look at that guy who's locked in, he's in monk mode, he lives a life of essentialism. 90% of his time is going into business. He's producing 8 short form videos a day, he's posting a YouTube video a day. Of course he's going to speedrun himself to success, because all of his time is spent getting towards his goal. He didn't have time to read, he didn't have time to go spend much time with his family. But the funny thing is, after he's completed what he wants to complete, let's say he gets to 10k a month, he can now add a bit of balance into his life. He's reached 10k a month, he might want to go get a girlfriend now. And he can do that because he's already spent 2 years of his life locked in, working. So now he's like, you know what, I can sit back a bit. He can now spend 40% of his time working. Now he can add a bit more balance into his life. Now once he's got a girlfriend, the relationship's going, they can spend time with each other. He's also scaled his business a little bit more. He can be like, you know what, I'm going to cut down on the business a little bit. Maybe 30% of my time will be spent on it. Now I'll go focus on my health. So he starts spending time meal prepping, he starts spending time running, going to the gym. Then once he's got that dream body that he achieves, he feels really good about himself. And he's also scaled that business a little bit further. He can now think, right, okay, time to delegate more tasks and spend 20% of my time working. Then he can add a little bit more balance into his life. He can start having kids, he can start travelling much more. But this only came from the period of time where he had one goal and 90% of his time was spent on it. So I hope this video has changed your mind on things a bit, bro. Fuck balance, it is a lie. You need to live a life of essentialism until you've achieved your goal, and then you can start adding balance in. You need to live an unbalanced life before you can live a balanced life. It is as simple as that.